Speaker of this speech is Michelle Obama. She was 44 years old at the time she held the speech. Michelle Obama is a Democratic female, and she was, at the time of the speech, the first Afro-American First Lady to be in history because of her marriage with Barack Obama, who were running for president, and also him who was elected as President of the United States in 2008. Michelle Obama is an educated lawyer from Harvard Law School, and that's her work, but she stopped that for becoming the First Lady of America. Michelle Obama is known for doing a lot of voluntary work, and especially with helping kids in all sorts of situations. Michelle Obama, as a speaker, is known for being very emotional and using pathos a lot in her forms of appeal. She communicates with presence, respect, and also a lot of humor. And humor is also something Barack Obama is using a lot in his own speeches.
The occasion Michelle Obama spoke at in her speech was the Democratic National Convention, and it was at the Pepsi Center in Denver on August 25th in 2008. It was here the presidential nominating convention hold place for the Democratic Party, and it was here they both nominated the candidate running for president and who his running mate was. And it was Barack Obama who was running for president, and his running mate was Joe Biden. And the occasion was huge, and it successfully gathered a whole stadium packed like it was a football match with an anticipated 75,000 attendance, and that includes the supporters of the Democrats, journalism, and ordinary politicians.
The receivers are the Democratic supporters who were at the venue and supports Barack Obama as president. Obama's purpose with the speech is to inform the audience about her personal story of growing up and how it feels to give up a corporate law job for public service. She also wants to inform about her marriage with Barack Obama and their relationship to their children and how their family works. Otherwise, she highlights the Obama's commitment to working families. She also wants to present Barack Obama as a great leader and the right candidate for president.
The idea of the speech given by Michelle Obama was to give the voter an insight in the personal life of herself, her life story, and as well as Barack's, and to tell the American voters what they intend to do with America if they got elected. And the structure was a chronological build. She starts off by telling about her brother, who were her protector, and next up she moves forward to her own personal journey. She talks brightly about her father and mother, who did everything they could to make sure Michelle Obama were able to go to college and educate herself and have the opportunities they never had. Then later on, she compares her own family to Obama's and why they're such a great fit, because she also has been raised by hardworking, ordinary people. Then she talks about how Obama didn't rush to Wall Street, but instead he worked in the devastated neighborhoods and helped to rebuild them. She presents Obama as a great leader who can make people believe in themselves again. Afterwards, she begins talking about the great people of the American history and why she loved this country so dearly. For example, she mentions the 88th anniversary of the winning for the right for women to vote, the 45th anniversary of Martin Luther King, I Have a Dream speech, and she basically mentions loads of people that most Americans know and respect. She also uses a rhetorical question here. She asks, "Isn't that the great American history?" And finally, she talks about what Obama intends to do with America. And again, it's very popular subject. And on the ordinary society, she presents he intends to end the war in Iraq, and he wants to improve healthcare. And fundamentally, no American can disagree with these subjects. So it's some wise such subjects to include in her speech. It's not any subjects that will make a big debate in the people, and many people find the subjects good. And lastly, she makes the whole speech personally again. She takes the whole subject to an even higher level. She wants the American people to elect Obama, not for themselves, but to finish the major people of American history's hard work and to shape a better future for their children. She uses the rhetorical device repetition. The fix is to make a point very clearly, and the point is the problem of today should be solved together. And to quote her last sentence to show this, so tonight, in honor of my father's memory and my daughter's future, out of gratitude to those triumphs we mark this week and those everyday sacrifices have brought us to this moment, let us devote ourselves to finish their work and let us work together to fulfill their hopes. And let us stand together to elect Barack Obama for the President of the United States. So here you can see she uses repetition a lot. Let us, let us, let us. And that shows that we have to work together. And that's one of the main subjects of the speech.
The tone of the speech she gave at the DNC 2008 is very informal. She speaks in an informal way, which helps her being a part of the people and not just another stupid politician who are feeling better than the audience. She doesn't use many fancy words or difficult phrasing. It's easy to understand the way she speaks. She makes it feel like she's on the same wavelength as the audience. And again, like she's one of the people. In this speech, she gives a rather personal glimpse of her family, which is appealing a lot to the audience emotions, which is also called pathos, a form of appeal. She mentions their family a lot, and it's the cornerstone of her speech. She mentions her relationship with her older brother Craig, and it seems like a very close and loving bond in the way she speaks of it. And of course, she also mentions her marriage with her husband Barack Obama. She paints a picture of their family as a typical perfect nuclear family, and that is something the Americans love. Another example of pathos is the scene at the end of the speech where her two daughters get on stage and they Skype with Barack on the big screen. Again, she's using the family to get people to like them and show that they are a very healthy family and something people could consider as the presidential family.
I think her speech was very good because of communication to the audience seems very successful. Her message was clear, and as said before, she speaks in an informal way, which helps her being a part of the people, not just a politician who are feeling better than them. As Barack Obama won the election, we think Michelle's speech was successful and she got the message out to the Democratic voters. The speech ends up with Barack himself talking to the audience, which we think was a good way to end the speech and a good way for him to get some influence on the speech.